Many years ago, there was an article written in a newspaper by Art Buchwald, who was a humorist and a syndicated columnist. He passed away in 2007, but one of his best stories, I thought, was posted much before that, and I would like to share it with you. It's called Love in the Cabbie. This is what he said. He says, "I was in New York the other day and rode with a friend in a taxi. When we got out of the cab, my friend said to the driver, 'Thank you for the ride. You did a superb job of driving.' The taxi driver was stunned for a second. Then he said, 'Are you a wise guy or something?' 'No, my dear friend, and I'm not putting you on. I admire the way you keep your cool in traffic.' 'Yeah,' the driver said and drove off. 'What was that all about?' I asked. 'I'm trying to bring love back to New York,' he said. 'I believe it's the only thing that can save the city.' 'How can one man save the city?' 'It's not one man. I believe I've made that taxi driver's day. Suppose he has 20 fares. He's going to be nice to those 20 fares because someone was nice to him. Those fares in turn will be kinder to their employees or shopkeepers or waiters or even their own families. Eventually, the goodwill could spread to at least 1,000 people. Now that isn't bad, is it?' 'But you're depending on that taxi driver to pass your goodwill on to others,' I said. 'I'm not depending on it,' he said. 'I'm aware of the system isn't foolproof, so I might deal with 10 different people today. If out of 10 I can make 3 people happy, then eventually I can indirectly influence the attitude of 3,000 people or more.' 'It sounds good on paper,' I admitted, 'but I'm not sure it works in practice.' 'Nothing is lost if it doesn't. I didn't take any of my time to tell that man he was doing a good job. He neither received a larger tip nor a smaller tip. If it fell on deaf ears, so what? Tomorrow there'll be another taxi driver whom I can try to make happy.' 'You're some kind of a nut,' I said. 'Well, that shows you how cynical you've become. I've made a study of this. The thing that seems to be lacking, besides money, of course, for our postal employees, is that no one tells the people who work for the post office that what a good job they're doing.' 'But they're not doing a good job,' I said. 'Well, they're not doing a good job because they feel no one cares if they do or not. Why shouldn't someone say a kind word to them?' We were walking past a structure in the process of being built and past 5 workmen eating their lunch. My friend stopped. 'That's a magnificent job you men have done. It must be difficult and dangerous work.' The 5 men eyed my friend suspiciously. 'When will it be finished?' 'June,' a man grunted. 'Ah, that's very impressive,' my friend said. 'You must all be very proud.' We walked away. I said to him, 'I haven't seen anyone like you since the man from La Mancha.' 'Well, when those men digest my words, they will feel better for it. Somehow, the city will benefit from their happiness.' 'But you can't do this all alone,' I protested. 'You're just one man.' The most important thing, I'm going to say that again, the most important thing is not to get discouraged. Making people in the city become kind again is not an easy job, but if I can enlist the other people in my campaign—' 'Hey, you just winked at a very plain-looking woman,' I said. 'Yes, I know,' he replied, 'and if she's a school teacher, her class will be in for a fantastic day.' You know, the world is filled with so many stories of selfishness and greed, and it makes you wonder, what difference can I make? Well, you never know until you try. Your kindness can impact the world.